Welcome back, everybody. How is it going? This is Pyrotechnics. Man, I'm getting better at that. Okay. Yeah. Welcome back to StarCasts. This is part 2. It was a really quick break, actually. Excuse me. I just chugged a lot of protein shake, and I'm still drinking it because this is my dinner. This is how I live. This is bachelor style. Protein shakes all day, going to the gym. I'm a total jock. Ugh. Now I'm like really in a hurry today, or rather I was. I'll probably cook dinner at like 11 when I get hungry again, which would explain why I normally don't feel like eating breakfast when I get up. Anyways, yeah, this is a game between some guy whose name I can't pronounce because it has a character in it that I have never seen before, and our favorite Protoss from our cast. This is dipwood. I'm gonna put this game on YouTube as usual. Seeds in my teeth. But yeah, let's get into the game, huh? Let's do it. All right, here we go. This is on oScdę Wastes. So you see why I don't think I can pronounce this name too well. Not in its entirety, but we'll give it our best. Excuse me. Spawning in the top left corner of oScdę Wastes, we have the red Protoss. Nice is his name. He has a nice name. oScdę Nice. Excelente. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have the Protoss in blue trunks, dipwood. And kaboom! I forgot to do this last game. Oh, how embarrassed am I? Oh, this is like the coolest part of the replay, and I totally forgot to do it. Oh well. It'll be interesting to see what happens in the mirror matchup, because it is one of the things about these games is that the subtlest changes in build orders can tilt so much to the balance. Macro, 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 macro all day. That is like mega, mucho, dubery, ubery important. So, you know, even something as little as this pylon placement, because, you know, you can tell. Nice, he's going for a forge fast expand. Wow, I caught myself there. And yeah, he's going to build a forge first. Check this out. Watch that. And right now, dipwood, he may not be because, well, he probably isn't because he didn't put his pylon up over here. You know, so there. Yeah, you see the gateway. Okay, he's building a gateway first. All right. I stand entirely corrected. So both players building a gateway first, and not a lot of difference in the time that they're doing it. But, you know, the placement is key. Nice is prepping to wall this off so he can take in fast expansion. Dipwood, on the other hand, is banking on the fact that he's going to have that much more, like, seconds to be able to, you know, do something. He might even be all-inning. He's taking a gas at about the same time Nice is. I think that's fairly standard for Protoss. I don't play them. I confess. I really should. They're like my least known race. I used to play them, and I sucked at them. So, yeah. Scouting probe going in for dipwood. He knows what's going on. Obviously, nothing else can be built right now because Nice has all this stuff, and it's only 2.5, 3 minutes in. So dipwood at about the same order of build. A cyber core goes down for Nice, and I would think right behind it, yes, would be dipwood. So really the build is only being affected by about a couple of seconds. The scouting probe is going to see that, yeah, there's a full gas taken, not two. Okay, I don't have to worry about super early Colossus, Immortal, all-in, tech, crazy shit order like that. And 2 probes are being pulled off. 1 to build, 1 to attack. And the wall is being completed. Nice little concave there to pen in potential attacking units. And that probe is seeing all the things it can see before it dies. A horrible, nasty death. And meanwhile, Nice is also scouting with his probe, seeing the exact build. Neither player doing a whole lot different, but remember, this placement is so key. And right now, here's where some of the differences are coming in. A Zealot being warped in first for Nice, back up at his base. Chrono boosted, in fact, too, so he's actually delaying his cyber core, his gateway tech, just a bit by doing that. And we see a couple of stalkers being chrono boosted out. Also a mothership core, so delayed mining. I think this means that dipwood's expecting an attack, or he wants to do a little bit of an early assault. But this is pretty well defended right now. On the other hand, the mothership core could just or all the way in and do a bit of damage to these very much undefended workers, because the only, well, one stalker might be able to take out the core. But yeah, I mean, Yeah, this Mothership Core could totally just come around the corner and do a lot of damage. Actually, 2 Stalkers coming in for a full frontal assault right now for Dipwood. Nice is actually a bit behind in supply because he has been building a little bit more stuff. Chrono boosting out more Stalkers, building up some cannons at the front. This is going to be a tough wall to crack, especially for 2 Stalkers and a Mothership Core. Not going to be able to get there, but the Core might, if it's smart enough, go around either of these sides. Let's see what Dipwood does. Meanwhile, he's also reinforcing with another Stalker. Okay, they go up and say, ooh, I'm not getting in that way, but I will kite the shit out of this pylon. And that Stalker, oh, there's going to be a little bit of an engagement right now, and there's some kiting going on, but that Zealot is going to die very horribly, and it does. And it looks like this wall can be kited fairly well right now. Dipwood is going to be able to break on through to the other side. That is an awesome song, by the way. You should go listen to it. Yes. And my goodness, another Stalker falls as well. Dipwood is just barely kiting very well, but barely doing it. And right now, Nice is not even able to expand. He has to defend this. Otherwise, he's going to lose a lot of his crucial units. And Dipwood is in a really good spot. He's keeping all of Nice's units at home to defend this. And he's able to just freely expand. This is brilliant. Nice got a little bit delayed in building his other Nexus as well. He's also kind of down in the worker count. Take a look. Yeah, he's only down by 3, but that can be a big difference in mirror matchups once again. And we see the difference this Mothership Core has made. My God, combined with decent, at least decent Stalker micro, this wall has just crumbled. And the Stalkers are going down. Oh my goodness, these cannons keep him from going up, but Dipwood has just got this. He is keeping his opponent pended at home. He is unable to expand while he is expending more to replace some of the buildings he has lost, and he's going to lose. Oh my God, he's going to lose his forge. He can't make any more cannons. Uh-oh. Oh my God, he's going to lose it. Oh my God, but Nice is deciding to say, no, I don't want you to, and I'm going to come in and focus fire down your Mothership Core, but he can't do it. He just can't do it. Those Stalkers are too scary, man. Warp Gate Technology finished up a Dark Shrine going down for So Nice, so he figures that it's not So Nice. It's just I see this and I keep saying so because I'm dyslexic apparently. Nice is not feeling so nice right now. He's barely hanging on to this forge. He does have Warp Gate up. He is starting to build his Dark Shrine and a Robo Bay to hopefully catch this. This he was not prepared for, to hopefully catch that off guard, but a couple of Photon Cannons will keep any harassment off of Dipwood's back, but he does not suspect a thing. He is also coming out with some... I just had a massive brain fart, and my brain said, no, it's Void Rays, you fool! He's coming out with Void Rays. Dipwood's also putting up a Proxy Pylon in a nice place, but he probably could put it like right out in the open, because there is nothing that Nice can do to get out of here. He has to build up Stalkers. He cannot expand because he does not have the minerals. His income is starting to plummet relative to Dipwood. Dipwood is just sitting very pretty right now and starting to max out his second base. His natural is in good shape. Meanwhile, back in production, we see finally Nice is able to have a breather. He builds his Nexus, but he is so far behind, expanding at the 10-minute mark, and he's going to lose a lot of these Stalkers too because they are just, ooh, very micro-y. Dipwood is trying to kite once again. He has a Void Ray that is going to do a lot of damage to these Stalkers, but Stalkers of Dipwood are in trouble because they are engaging full-on in range of the cannons. I think Dipwood might actually lose this engagement very heavily. The Stalkers are being relatively well microed, and that Void Ray goes down. Nice is now turning the tables a little bit. He has lost quite a lot over the course of this harassment, but now Dipwood's got no army, man. He's got nothing. So what's he going to build? Well, he's going to start cannoning up, okay. Actually, yes, there are a couple of DTs that did a lot of damage right there. And the Observer is taking the brunt of the duties of detection. My goodness, I cannot believe I missed that engagement. I am such a derp. And of course, I can't remember the hotkey for units killed. 12 workers. Nice managed to pick off... quite a lot, actually. That was big. And in terms of army supply, Nice is actually a little ahead right now. Of course, he's been behind all games, so this might be his chance to equalize. Army supply is still really low for both players, but a counterattack being planned right now for Nice. He is marching down the middle with his Stalkers, and a force is being warped in for dipwood, keeping that Observer up front because he knows there are now DT shenanigans happening around the field. But of course, those DTs just say, "All right, bro, let's combine. Let's Captain Planet this bitch." For those of you that grew up in the 90s and got that reference, I love all of you. I know it was 5 and they all had rings, but dude, Captain Planet. Seriously, leave a comment, hit the like button on YouTube, like please do if you like Captain Planet, and just say like, I don't care about your video. Your video is complete shit. You are a terrible caster, but god damn it, did you reference Captain Planet? Oh, good force fields. Oh my goodness, Nice is not going to be able to get out of this very easily. Excellent force field micro by dipwood, who clearly knows how to use his sentries. And a lot more Stalkers being warped in, forcing Nice to go back to his proxy pylon. So in production, we see air attack and ground attack being researched for dipwood, who is going for a little bit of a mix-up on a little bit of a he's going for a hybrid army, all right? He's got air, he's got ground. No one thing. That's excellent. It's a pretty good, diverse force. I don't see this all the time, like a couple of Voiders, a couple of Stalkers, but this is not by any means a conventional game. I can't believe nobody casted this one. I mean, dude, dipwood, this is a good game, man. I'm excited. And yeah, okay, a couple of interesting units coming out now. Nice is actually getting a Phoenix in and out to hopefully do some harassment, but with a couple of cannons there that have fended off the DTs, or were because of the DTs, we see that they're not going to do a whole lot of damage before they get taken out or have to fly home. An Oracle to, you know, counter-harass. This is a strange composition. It even has rocks in it. But no, this is an interesting composition. A Mothership Core, 3 Void Rays, a bunch of Stalkers, a couple of Zealots, and 4 Sentries, 3 Sentries. Yeah, I mean, dipwood's got an interesting setup here, and he's got 2 Forges now, building up a little bit more static defenses to try and fend off this little more conventional Stalkers with a couple of Archons and a Mortal Army. And it looks like Nice is going to give up his dreams of ever attacking, and he wants to go home disappointed while 3 Phoenixes come in to do some harassment, but that cannon's going to see them, start sniping them down. But if dipwood is not careful, he's going to lose a lot of these workers because those Phoenixes are able to take a few of them out, losing a lot of energy in the process. May not have been super cost efficient if these go down here. The Stalkers are coming in. They, of course, do not have Blink, though, so one Phoenix that was poorly microed is going to have to leave, or is going to die, and the other ones are going to have to go home. Nice is hunting around for good places to expand. He still doesn't see this proxy pylon, but he's going to now, and he's going to be able to take that one out, but that's not going to be a big loss. Okay, Oracle comes around for the harassment. There is 1 cannon. If this gets avoided, a lot of damage could be done. Of course, oversaturation on the Nexus right now, just barely. It actually is very much saturated. Dipwood's actually been supply blocked by that 1 pylon, but I think he'll be able to recover. Now the Oracle is getting fired on, but it's going to be able to do a fair amount of damage to these probes before anything happens. They are not pulled very, very early, and a lot of probes do, in fact, get lost. 7 workers killed. Was that all that? Was that all on that 1 Oracle? Holy crap, man. He's doing work. My goodness, but now an engagement coming in for Nice, who thinks that he is able to get into the space while dipwood is occupied trying to micro his Oracle. But this is going to be an epic battle, and I think Nice is going to lose this. The Phoenixes can't do a whole lot of damage. They start focusing down the Void Rays. They manage to take 1 of them out, but a lot of the other ones are taken down, and a Guardian Shield goes down for dipwood, who manages to get the better of this army. Not losing too much in the process either. Although we see that the losses are actually close to evened out, so this game is still very much close, and a 3rd base only just being taken for both players. Dipwood is perhaps a little bit ahead at this point. I want to say he's a bit ahead. Just a little bit. He gets 2 and 2 ground. He's starting to go for a robo base, so it'll be an interesting tech switch for him. If he gets Colossus out to try and deal with this mostly ground force. Mostly. Yeah, right now, honestly, it is anyone's game. I'd want to say that dipwood has a very slight advantage. I could be entirely wrong. He has, I think, the smaller force. But I think he's got the better force. He's more upgraded. He's got 111. That's going to be a big difference, actually. And I think Nice realizes this. I don't know what he's doing. He's not getting upgrades at all. he's doing a tech switch actually. He's gonna go into High Templar. All right. Well, we'll see what it goes. Yeah, okay. But I think it looks like Nice wants to macro up some more, so the game is kind of lulled a little bit. We see that both players are thinking there's not a lot they can gain from engaging directly head-on, but dipwood is feeling a little bit bold. He's going to march out, he's going to see this proxy pylon and say, I don't want that there. It obstructs my view of the map. And yeah, I mean, all about the upgrades right now. Some Colossus coming out. I'm sorry, did I say Nice was building an Archives? I'm so bad. No, Dipwood's building an Archives. Silly pyrotechnics. Storms are for Protoss. God, that was the worst joke ever. Well, looky here. Another proxy pylon being scouted and summarily taken down by Dipwood. A hallucinated Phoenix, nice little trick there, comes in to see what it can see. It, of course, goes down, but it now sees that there are a lot of Phoenixes, a lot of Stalkers. Looks like Nice is prepping for some serious anti-air, but it's not going to help him against the Colossus army. One Colossus is already out. Archon's being warped in. The DTs or the Templar are going straight into Archon, so we're going to see a very, very heavy tech composition coming out of Dipwood, who is a little bit heavier on supply right now. He also is getting Storm to possibly use on all of these workers and maybe in a direct engagement. But against these Stalkers, well, they're not really upgraded, so maybe it'll do a fair amount of damage. 2 and 2, this is going to make a huge difference in these engagements. Even if Nice manages to get superior numbers, the fact that he is not upgrading, the fact that he has a bunch of buildings he's not really heavily building out of right now, is going to bite him, I think. And, ooh, that is interesting. Pulse crystals. Not an upgrade I see all the time. Okay, so yeah, going back into production, we see more Archons being warped in for Nice, but what's nicer, and that is a joke I will of course keep milking, is that we have now these 2 deadly upgrades, Psystorm and Extended Thermal Lance. Charge is also being researched, so Dipwood's really kind of playing to his army strengths. He's building up everything that can help him, but we don't see a lot of upgrades. Finally, 2 ground attacks going down for the Red Protoss. I'm sorry, did I say that he didn't have one? My bad. He does, in fact, have one, but he doesn't have really anything else. So, yeah. That's not going to be really good for him. This is a decently sized force, but against that, that's a crazy death ball, man. And that's a very diverse death ball. Look at that. There's all sorts of Protoss units. We got Archons, we got Stalkers, we got Zealots, Chargelets, in fact, just about. We have a couple of Colossi. We have a whole decent little mess of Void Rays, and a bunch of Templar, and a Mothership Core, and an Observer. There's literally almost every Protoss unit produced in this game, and not from Nice, from Dipwood. It looks like those Templar decided to go straight to Archons, and a decent little engage there, but I think that clearly Nice did not expect anything quite like this. Dipwood is going for the real mix and match. He is a man of variety. He knows it is, in fact, the spice of life, and StarCraft as well. So big engagement going down here, a little close to Nice's side of the map. It looks like the losses are actually very heavily on Dipwood's side, but his supply is a lot higher. And at the end of the day, I think the Colossus, who are clearly kiting very well in the back, are going to get the better of this. A lot more Stalkers being warped in, but those the big units are what are surviving. And Nice is going to lose this engagement big time without doing nearly enough damage. The probes are being pulled up, but that Thermal Lance is going to get them all down with a nice splash damage right there. That whole base gets cleaned up. It will be continued to be mopped up. 4 bases just being finished up for Dipwood. And a 4th, of course, not mined at all coming out for Nice, but he's about to lose his 3rd. This is looking really bad for our Red Protoss. What's he going to do? He's going to warp in more units. Okay. I'm sorry, I said warp. Archons are coming out. And we see the income tabs really dropped off, of course. But now it looks like Dipwood's just going straight for the kill, man. He is going to take this game with these units or die trying. And he might be able to do it. There goes the GG. Nice is out of this game. And we're done. Interesting composition. You don't see something like that. That is seriously a variety pack of Protoss. That's like... Excuse me. That's like when you go down to your local liquor store, for you 21 and up year olds, and you decide hey, there's a deal on I can buy 6 different kinds of beer and get 20% off. Please tell me your town has something like that. That's like one of my favorite things at a liquor store. It's like adult candy shopping. You just pick a little bit of what you want and you try all these different things. And you know, if you're not into beer, sorry, probably not easy to relate. Candy's kind of the same way, actually. But yeah, it's awesome. You get all these little tiny different things, and oh, I'm gonna try the Colossus, and I'm gonna try the Stalker, and give me a couple of those Void Rays. That is what Dipwood did. He's a man of variety, and you don't see that every game. I really enjoyed it. This was an awesome game. You know, some people say mirror matchups are kind of, and I've seen a few, but this was good. There was a lot of action, both sides. It was tense, but I think you could sort of tell which way it was tilting. It was very even for a long time, even though Nice started to lose a lot in that beginning with those crazy harassments. And that was really good also, by the way, Dipwood. That was amazing. How you were able to get in there and do that, and you know, especially without blocking off the base the way you didn't even bother, because you just kept it. Oh, I don't need to block my base off. I'll just make sure he stays at home. But yeah, that was cool. Very, very varietous. Very hard to predict. I mean, I got the feeling Nice had no idea how to respond when he saw that army. It looks like he built a Tempest. Hold on, let's go back to this. Yeah, he built a Tempest. So he was like, I'm gonna outrange all these units. But yeah, he really wasn't quite ready for that just yet. Yeah, so seriously, excellent, well played, good game, and I'm gonna give you a smash of the GG button just because you deserve it, man. Well done. That never gets old. I've best $7 I ever spent. Oh yeah. Okay, well that's it for me today. This is also it for StarCast for tonight. We'll be back tomorrow night at 8 as always. I will be doing more casted games or possibly requests. Yeah, if you want your game casted. How should people get to me? Well, shit. I have Reddit. I'm on Reddit. So send me a private message on Reddit. I am Pirate Technics, and you guys know how to spell that because it's boom right there. Look at that. Yeah. You can also go on YouTube. You know, you can email me piratetechnics@gmail.com. I should probably include that in contact info and maybe some show notes. If you want your game casted, I would love to cast your game. Just let me know. Give me a heads up how long it is. Don't give me any spoilers. I like to cast them off the cuff. But until then, I am saying sayonara. Happy Monday, everybody. I'm actually going to watch the Fun Day Monday videos from Day 9, but I won't be able to see them till they're posted. I missed the entire thing. But anyways, yeah, it's a little plug. Go watch Day 9. He's awesome. And that's about it. So until next time, this is Pirate Technics. See y'all later. Good luck and have fun.